It's time for our weekly market update. Today I'm going to talk about what's happening in the MLS, what happened over the last week, what happened over the last month, and we'll talk briefly about what's happening with mortgage rates. Let's dig into it. You can see right here in the left-hand corner that we have 1,525 listings on the MLS, and that's in El Paso County. So I like to narrow that down a little bit. You know that a lot of those homes aren't available. They're new homes, they're under construction, maybe they're even to be built, so they haven't even been started yet. So let's come down to check the real demand, and let's go to existing homes. And that takes us down to 1,074 homes available. If I come up here and click on single family, we're down to 826 homes. Again, 750,000 people in El Paso County, 826 homes. That's not a lot. And I come over to Colorado Springs and it narrows it down to 630 homes available. So we're up a little bit from last week. I think about 20 homes from where we were last week. So that's a positive if you're looking for more homes to choose from, but it's not much of a positive. So what happened last week? Well, we had a jobs report that came out that was stronger than expected. And the Fed said, based on that report, that it didn't look like we were going to be cutting rates anytime soon. So mortgage rates started to climb a little bit higher. And it looks like that's continuing today. I think the 10-year Treasury, last I looked, was at 4.16. And the higher that 4.16 number goes, the higher interest rates go. So if you're looking to track something to gauge whether interest rates are going higher or lower without going to somebody's site, you can just check the 10-year Treasury. That's a pretty good indicator of what mortgage rates are doing. But rates were lower last week, so we probably saw a few homes go under contract that wouldn't have otherwise, pulled some buyers into the market, and let's see how that impacts this week. I want to pull up the MLS and let's check some market stats, at least for the month of January, and let's compare them to the previous years, see what kind of insights we can gain from that. As usual, I go to ppar.com, and you can do this too. You don't have to be a member to access this information, but head down to Market Trends and Stats and click on Learn More. You'll see a lot of charts here, and I'm going to go through each one of those today. So the first one I wanted to go through was new listings. We're almost identical to where we were last year. 963 new listings in January versus 965 last year. Still down pretty significantly from where we were previous years, which is to be expected. We have higher interest rates, and a lot of people aren't looking to sell right now because they can't take on a new mortgage at a higher interest rate. So homes for sale dipped pretty significantly, but I told you that number's not real, but for the sake of just tracking it year over year, 1,748 homes for sale versus 1,639 last year. So a little bit of a tick up in homes for sale. This one was interesting to me. Average home sales or home sale prices are up about $3,000 over where they were last month. And they're down a little bit from where they were in January of last year. But the median home price is down $450,000. So we're still selling a lot of high-end homes, but we're selling more low-end homes. People's budget, their money just doesn't go as far with interest rates, in the sixes and up around 7%. Average days on market is 54, and that's for the month of January, which is pretty comparable to where we were last year. We should see buyers come into the market, hopefully, over the coming months, and we'll probably see an uptick in inventory as well. But these are the kind of things we're looking for to kind of get a feeling for how the year is going to go, just based on inventory and if there are any buyers in the market. But I should see that number. We should see that number go down. If we start to see that number go down, that's a pretty good indicator that there's a little bit of strengthening in the market, and that's one of the things I'm looking at. The total number of homes under contract in the month of January were 1,295, which is down a little bit from last year, but it was down. You can see right here, 1,880, 90 over the last few years before. So we're still not seeing as much activity as we normally see this time of year, but those years were kind of anomalies anyway. So maybe we're getting a little bit more balance in the market, but no indication of where that's going to move prices right now. If we look at total sales year to date, we had 668, which is down about 10% from where we were last January. And then, like I said, still down pretty significantly from where we were in previous years. This last chart will compare January versus December, as well as January this year versus January of last year. And so the first number I look at, you can check this on ppar.com. It's the very last chart that they cover in Market Trends and Stats. But if you come down here to all homes, these include the new homes, townhomes, condos, and you can see sales were down 14% over December. And then versus January of last year, they were down 9.6. Those numbers vary a little bit if we come over here to existing homes. January was down about 15% from December of last year and about 9.3% from January of 2023. So we're seeing a little bit of a pullback. It looks like this is right in line with where we were last year. And we could see some change in the market depending on what the Fed does. If rates continue to go higher, we'll see buyer interest fall off. If rates dip down, even for a short period of time, that might pull some buyers in who are sitting on the fence just waiting to find a good deal. I don't see anything that's going to change this market. It looks like rates are trending higher. But if we see something unexpected and the Fed starts making a pivot to where they want to cut rates, we might see mortgage rates drop along with that. But right now, I don't see anything that's got buyers engaged, and I don't see anything that's making sellers want to put their house on the market. My own home, I always track my own home on Zillow, and it has gone up a little bit over the last couple of weeks. So I think with this reduced inventory, we'll see prices kind of hover right around where they are. I don't see them going significantly higher. That said, I did see a builder last week. I put it in my builder incentive video that I put out last week. But there's one builder in town that's offering 3.99% fixed rate on a VA mortgage, and another builder that's doing 4.49. So if you're waiting for rates to put you in a place where you can afford to buy a home, there are some builders that are offering incentives. And if that's something you're looking for, let me know. I can put you in touch with them, give you a little more information. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know to share with other people who are interested in Colorado Springs real estate and other Colorado Springs news. If you'd like to hear more information about anything happening in the market, or you just want to talk real estate, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. My contact information is in the description below. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.